Hey patrons, how are you doing? I hope you're getting excited for the holidays because I'm there right now. I'm stoked. I'm ready to go see my family and have a good time and not have to worry about homework. So, I wasn't sure what to talk about for this video, so I figured I would talk about some common problems that you have to solve working on a comic page and working on scripts and things. So what you see me doing is doing a second sketch. Usually I can just do line work over the first sketch, but I was having a hard time with this page. I wasn't really feeling it. So I had to go in and make some more precise sketches so that I could do the line art. It just wasn't really flowing. I had to figure out the anatomy and stuff. Then I started in on the lines, and you always want to keep a good balance between curved lines and straight lines. And I also really like to put angles and things, so a lot of the time when you see a curve, there will be some kind of angle on it in my work. I just am a fan of angles. To be honest, the lines are probably the most time-consuming problem that I have to solve in any given page because my work is so line-oriented. And I want to make sure that it stands really well by itself before I add the color. And it's all about balancing things. Balancing straights and curves, balancing line weight, have a nice thickness in the middle and a nice thin edge on the end. And it honestly took me quite a while to develop a style that I liked, that I could also work fast in. That's another problem to solve. Time. I'm always trying to fix my workflow so that things go faster. And I've learned a couple of exciting tools recently that I can use to speed things up even more in the coming pages. That was actually thanks to an illustrator, Liz Polito, who came to our class and gave a lecture, showed us some of her process, and she showed us how to fill colors really quickly. I'm excited to try it out. Another common challenge in making comics or illustrations is composition, like where things lay on the page and how that makes you feel as a reader and where it guides your eye. So it's super important to let the characters feel grounded in their environment. Because you see comics where it's just the characters' faces and bodies and there's no background or environment for them to be interacting with. And so you have no idea where they are, and it gets confusing. At least to me, it gets confusing. So I recognize the importance of having to use perspective and putting my characters in an environment, but it's really hard. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll go to a real place that has similar proportions to the place I imagined, and I'll take photos of it just for reference so that it can help me get the perspective correct. Like these tables and chairs were really hard to sketch because perspective is hard. You can't fake perspective on angled things like you can on organic things. Speaking of environments, this is something you don't generally have to think about until you have to do it. And that is making the characters and the environment harmonious with each other. You gotta use similar shape, language, and line width and weight so that the character feels like they actually belong in the environment. For instance, I'm using a lot of strong shapes for their heads and simplifying their bodies a lot, and so I need to do that with my buildings as well. So you'll notice that in the night city scenes that we've been in, I mostly simplify the buildings to their most basic shapes with exaggerated colors and things. Oh, that reminds me, colors are huge. They are a great cue, not only in helping your characters feel like they're part of an environment, but they're a great mood cue. And it's a really, really wonderful way to communicate quickly to your readers what they should be feeling in the scenes. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents for now. Oh, I wanted to let you guys know that as patrons, you are welcome to request any type of video, any type of tutorial from me, or sketches. You're welcome to send in sketch requests as well. I'll probably be taking some more over the Christmas break. Thank you so much for supporting the comic and supporting me in doing this. It really would not be possible without your help, and I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and I look forward to seeing you next video.